Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am thrilled to be back to be solving a new crossword with you guys. Hello, Jeffrey. I see Mike is here, Rhonda, Billy, Larry. Hi to all of you. Happy Sunday, and see many other familiar usernames populating TikTok at least. Happy Sunday, Jessica. Hey, Dad Not Dude, what's up? Who is ready for a crossword puzzle? I know I am. Today we're going to be solving a puzzle from the Stan Newman Daily line of crosswords at Arkadium.com. It's called Self-Reflection. It's by Winston Emmons, and it's from just a couple of days ago. Janny Poo is here saying, hey, it's Ben and family. Hey, Ben and family, how you doing? Good to see you. And I see Amy, and Minnie is now here giving me a smiley face. So the gang is all ready to go. Self-reflection is today's title. I'm sure this will have something to do with the theme. Self-reflection is sometimes a little painful, but always edifying. And today we're going to do it together. So one across, actually, should I scroll this a little bit more? Yeah, okay. And thanks to anyone who joined yesterday for the Saturday Stumper. I thought it was a very interesting puzzle. I'm still thinking about horse opera, which was the weirdest phrase in the family in the crossword yesterday, and I didn't know what it meant. Rhonda is saying no idea for one across. Service Academy Studies. Yeah, it's kind of a vague clue, and I'm not really. Harambe is saying ROTC, which actually makes a lot of sense. ROTC is like when you're kind of in pre-training for the military in college. Scab is here. Scab, we missed you yesterday for the tough puzzle. Service Academy Studies. I think ROTC is a solid guess. We'll check the down right away. You're getting close, in quotes. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Give me every emoji on the keyboard. You're getting close, and it's in quotes. I know what I want to put here, and it doesn't work with ROTC, so that is slightly concerning. Oh, Scav tutors on Saturdays. That's why we never have you for the Stumper. What do you tutor? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing that Jessica and Amy and Dad Not Dude and Harambe are all saying, that warmer makes a lot of sense for you're getting close. Although Barbara's saying red hot, which kind of works too. I'm thinking like colder, warmer when you tell someone's looking for something. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? But Kylie's also saying red hot. Interesting. Maybe we check 13 across. I can't tell because red hot to me isn't like you're getting close. Red hot is like you're on top of it. You know what I mean? Oh, SAT math. I don't think I knew you tutored SAT math, Scav. I did that for a while as well. Mackledon is here saying, hey, how you doing? So I'm testing if this E could possibly work. Very little salt. Something about this opening corner is tough. Blake says, sorry I'm late. What was one across? Service Academy Studies. We were thinking maybe ROTC, but I don't have a high confidence in this answer. Cindy Gage is saying wars. Wow. I guess that makes sense. You study wars in the Service Academy. The reason I like wars is that it works with warmer at one down, which was people's favorite guess. You're getting close, warmer. Ooh, and it kind of works with 13 across. Yeah, because Harambe's saying like a dash of salt. Yeah, a dash could be good, says Amy. Maybe we're onto something here. Wow, wars was quite a correction. That would have taken me a lot more to figure out. So we think a dash? This SS looks slightly concerning, so maybe we'll check this. No, it works. Okay, return IDs. I think I know what this is. And maybe we're in great shape. Ben Rarity says you would say a pinch of salt, not a dash. Fair enough. I think you could say a dash of salt, though, no? Yeah, Jerry was also concerned about this double S, but I think we're going to make it work. Yeah, because Froggy and Mike and Scav are saying SSN, Social Security numbers, which is definitely... We're talking tax returns here. Scav is happy with a dash. I'm happy with a dash. And the puzzle seems happy with it, so... Dusseldorf's water. Okay. Someone's going to know this. Embarrassingly, there are two major rivers in Europe that only differ by one letter, and I can never keep them straight. So, yeah, it seems like everyone in chat can, though. Everyone is saying the Rhine, but there's also the Rhone, right? And But I guess the Rhine is the one in Germany. Is that what we're learning? Is that what you guys already all knew? All right, well, thanks. Oh, Scav is pointing out that Roan wouldn't look good in 3 down because RAO is an unlikely letter combo. That's good looking out, Scav. Roan is mostly in France, says Froggy. Cool. Mini at least is making me I feel like I'm not alone in the Roan Rhine confusion. So we have Bread at 3 down. I see Jacqueline Dodd and Jerry G and Kyle Miner and Minnie and Douglas all saying raised. Yeah, we're talking like children or I guess animals. Makes some sense. Yeah, Janny Poo likes it. Dad Not Dude likes it. Cool. I'm finally feeling good about this opening corner. That was weird for a second. I think ROTC was just a false start for us. Stay attached at 2 down. This is looking solid too. Jacqueline Dodd just followed us. Thank you very much. We got Toddly Enough here and Vroom Vroom and Janny Poo all saying adhere. Makes sense. Stay attached. And we didn't even need a clue on 23 across, but I like to check it. Long lead-in. Actually a very difficult clue. I think they're talking about erelong is a word, so the lead-in would be a prefix for long in some contexts. All right. Should we look at 20 across? Likely our first theme answer of the day. Complex challenge. I see mess. I don't know if that's going to be a standalone word in this phrase. Complex challenge. Ooh, and Blake is pointing out, yeah, hurdle. We're going to do our gamble again that we've been doing. That no matter what the last, 65 across, no matter what it is, that's going to be our hurdle opener. We always play hurdle after the crossword. So 65 across, even if it's jazzy, we're going to play it for hurdle. Yesterday it was Tootie, T-U-T-T-I, which is a terrible hurdle opener. I didn't even know it was going to be legal, but it was, and we ended up getting it in 3 guesses, so not so bad. Jaluha, how you doing? It's been a while. Messy something, I see. Hari and Kyle want messy something. I'm happy with that. And then I see hey at 14 down. Apple phone activator. Okay, I definitely know this one. Yeah, messy feeling, says Jerry. Messy problem. What do we think? Cindy Gage wants messy problem. Yeah, but Vroom Vroom and Mr. Aura and Kurt are saying, hey Siri. I should actually be careful. My phone is here. She's probably listening to me now. Apple phone activator. Yeah. Hey Siri is good. So people seem to be debating. Let's look at 21 down. I think that'll be quite informative about the across. How you doing, Lena Luna? Good to see you. We got John Hendricks here. Yeah, Vroom Vroom says, hey Siri, tell me a joke. She usually has a joke ready to go. I'm grateful that my phone has not been perking up in this conversation. What's the title again, says Rhonda? Today's puzzle is called Self-Reflection. So, we don't even have one of the themers yet. I think, at least. Barrel of Laughs. I keep scrolling on this crossword. I don't want to cut off the top row. Okay, that looks pretty solid. Barrel of Laughs. I see ha-has, riots. They both kind of work. Riots is probably a little better. Why don't we try that? Like, oh, he's such a riot. He's a barrel of laughs. The crosses all look plausible. What do we think? Here's a thought. Yeah, and Mackledon is saying 20 across could be messy problem, messy situation, messy scenario. I mean, complex challenge. Yeah, messy already kind of covers a lot of it. Yeah, riots actually seems wrong. Damn, I actually thought that was a solid guess. But Daxamax is saying, say. Sydney says messy hair day would make sense with the title. Oh, because reflection, like you look in a mirror and notice that your hair is messy. Is that the idea, Sydney? Messy hair day is a fun guess. Here's a thought. Say. What would you think about... That seems reasonable. Yeah, exactly that, says Sydney. Okay. And then people saying ha-has for barrel of laughs. This H at the end of 29 across just concerns me slightly. So let's make sure real estate tech company. Yeah, we're hitting a bit of a snag here because I don't think ha-has is working. I don't know. Messy hair day and ha-has. But what's this? Yeah, because Coco and Vroom Vroom, that's what I was thinking. And Kurt all saying Redfin. Jacqueline saying Reddit, but I don't think that's a real estate tech company. That's something else. And Amy Gal doesn't like haha, so maybe it's something else. What is this? Redfin feels right. I know Redfin. And John Hendricks and Broom Broom, everyone's saying Redfin. I really think this is right, but I just cannot make sense of 21 down for the life of me. Maybe we do 5 down? Beg pardon? That's tough. Actually, quite tough. Yeah, Gil's happy with Redfin. Cindy Gage is saying panic. You're talking for 21 down? Barrel of Laughs, panic. Wow, that would be hard. Hmm. Ooh, beg pardon. Oh man, I'm getting 2 guesses for this. This is a struggle. This is feeling Saturday stumperish. Because sorry? Come again? I can hear that. That makes sense. And then some people saying do say, which is a little odd. But the thing I really don't like about it is that it crosses say. We're not going to do that. One of these, we're definitely not crossing say with do say. So, yeah, Sydney, we might have to take out hair day. What is going on here? We could just start afresh at 5 across and just let the crossword guide us. Amy's pointing out something very smart. Sorry, which was the leading guess for 5 down, beg pardon, sorry. Sorry works with messy problem, which people were liking originally for 20 across. Okay. So, oh, and it works with panic, which, man, this would have taken me ages to get panic for a barrel of laughs. It's not a word I use in that sense. Yeah, Scab is not loving it either. Maybe it's wrong, but we have the PAN. Yeah, Blake's not happy with it either. Okay. Someone guessed it, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm taking it out. No, Chad is revolting about panic. Mackledon is like, I told you it's messy problem. I should have listened to you from the start. Hey, Jilly, how you doing? We need your help. This has not been a smooth solve so far. Military's banned. Mackledon says panic is perfect. Please continue. Okay. You were right about messy problems, so I should probably trust you. Larry likes panic too. Oh, Sash. That's smart. So we're not talking like the drummer boy in the military, like the band that goes across your chest. Sash. Good stuff. Yes, Sash seems good, says Jerry. I agree. Suffix for buck. Okay, I can see something here. My spirits are rebounding. Yeah, Sam and Kylie and Lucky and Lop are all saying Aru, Janny Poo. Yeah, Buckaroo, exactly, Lena. Seems good. Sign of healing? Okay. I'm finally on board with messy problem. It took me ages. Mackledon, I'll never doubt you again. User 85 says panic works perfectly. Chat is rarely this split, but let's put panic in. And let's do what Lucinda and Great and Jilly are saying, scab, sign of healing. Yes. Sea Hunter. Okay. We're going to know this one. And yeah, it wasn't Oreo in the end. Orca is another crossword favorite. Charlie Mac Guitar is saying Orca, nice. Sound of Fans crossing, what's this? Novelist Coben or Ellison? Good. Okay, we're finally rolling. I mean, just as I say that, I'm gonna jinx us. But that's what I do. Charlie just followed us, thank you. Yeah, roar. I think we're talking fans like in a stadium, not like ceiling fans. Ceiling fans don't roar, but fans in a stadium sure do. And several people seem to know these novelists, Harlan Coben and Harlan Edison. Yeah, I believe spelled like this. Harlan Coben is from not too far from where I'm from. John Hendricks just followed us. Thank you. Okay, so Messy Problem is panning out. I think I'm going to need to wait for another themer before I start guessing what's going on here. Yeah, jinxing Jack. Jessica accuses me of jinxing us. It's what I do. Honestly, it can't get hairier than it already has been, can it? Tell me it can't. What Pam is missing, and Pam is capitalized. Oh, wow. Strange clue. But Shredder and Dad Not Dude. Oh, Charlie says Jim. That's very cute, like Jim and Pam from The Office. No, I think we're talking like Pamela. Pam is short for Pamela, so it's missing these last 3 letters. Unusual clue. Amy doesn't like this. Amy doesn't like that clue. Star-studded arrays. Star-studded arrays. Oh, and Pam is here, just looking cool. Just in time. The puzzle called you. Yeah, I like what Jilly and Lucky are saying on this. And Shredder A-lists. Could be a little hard to parse, but yeah, the A-list is where all the stars are. Yeah, Charlie and Harambe and John are happy with it, and Pam. Okay. Let's continue our left to right solve here to this little section up here of immense extent. Of immense extent. Kurt says Jack is on the A list, yeah. Is there a Y list? It's probably the one I'm on. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, Rhonda says, and Froggy, everyone's saying cosmic. That definitely would have taken me some more crosses. I like it, though. Of immense extent, cosmic. Let's check the C. Several thousand pounds of wood. What? This looks like it's going to be some obscure unit of measure that only lumberjacks know. Right? Lumberjacks and my chat, apparently. Everyone's saying cord. Someone's named Toktik. My eyes are crossing reading your username. So a cord, Steven and Janny Poo. People know this? Yeah, Kylie's like, this is niche. I agree. I didn't know several thousand pounds of wood is called a cord. Lena Luna says us Canadians know this. Okay. Good on you guys. And Clark Underwater Canuck, everyone seems to know this. It's a measure of firewood. Well, I'm the odd one out then, I guess. Alaskans know it, says Raven. It might hold gold. Yeah, Lucinda and Rhea and Janny Poo say or, another crossword classic. We got or and orca. Can we get an Oreo? We can! I was not actually expecting this to be Oreo, but I think it is. Treat with cocoa. I'm just putting it in. Crosswords are going to do their thing, you know? Blank fair role-playing place. Okay. Good. Yeah, Daxamax and Venom and John all saying Ren. They're short for Renaissance Fair. They sometimes call them Ren fairs. And I guess you role play as, people from Renaissance times. Lucky says need to eat an Oreo now. Yeah, we should get Oreo to sponsor us. I don't think orcas sponsor anything, but Oreo could. Iota of ink crossing on its way to finish off this section. Yeah, and Jerry just giving me the single letter that I think is going to slot in beautifully here. On its way, sent, and then just a dot of ink. Perfect. All right, let's try 31 across. Camp David Accords signer. Begin. Someone will probably know this. I suspect I'm going to recognize it. Yeah. Getting some different spellings in chat, but Jenny Poo and Blake and Brook It Up. Menachem? Something like that? How are we spelling it, though? Like this? I'm going to copy Gil's spelling. Oh, and Scav is pointing out the theme. Ah, and Blake. Oh, I get it now. Finally get it. I'm slow on this. Very nice. Okay. I think we understand the theme now. The title of the puzzle is Self-Reflection, and people are noticing that messy problem, it starts with me, which is the self, and it ends in EM, which is me reflected. So we're literally reflecting ourself across the grid. So Menachem does the same thing. It starts with me, and then we reflect it at the end for some self-reflection. Very good. Yeah, Rondis is so smart. Good stuff. Exactly. Blar is saying nice. Good observation. I definitely would have needed more themers to understand that, especially since I wasn't sure if 31 across even was a theme answer, you know? I was kind of waiting for 36 to give me more information. I like it. Slip on wear, and this is going to make the future themers easier to piece together, is my guess. Warthog says shoe. So creative, says Barbara. Minnie just giving me the big brain. Ooh, and look, this E is exactly where we want it to be. I'm predicting that this square right here is an M. Duration. Yeah. Yeah, Lob saying, you know the start and end of 54 across. Wait, 54 across. Yeah, exactly. And probably 36, too. Daxamax and Jilly and Kurt all saying term. And then what's this little guy? Dr. Show sets crossing texting format abbreviation. All right. Yeah, Janny Poo and Pam and Jerry G all giving me term for 27 down. And then it's looking like this is going to be SMS. I can never remember what SMS actually stands for, but I know those letters. And then doctor shows often take place in operating rooms. Okay, so 36 across. I kind of just want to look at it right away because we know the first two letters, right? I'm just putting in me. This kind of self-reflection I can deal with. Himno Nacional, south of the border. Okay. Interesting. Short message service, Harambe is telling me, and Blake, that's what SMS stands for. Yeah, some dude and Lob. I love when we understand the theme and then it works for the next one, you know? Feels like we're ahead of the game. Janny Poo, Warthog, all giving me Mexican anthem. Oh, fits perfectly. So Himno Nacional, is that what it's called? Is that like O Canada, or is that just the translation of national anthem? I'm actually curious. I don't think I know the Mexican national anthem. Yeah, it translates to national song. What's it actually called? Aesop's Sour Grapes Beast. Yeah. Lots of people writing Fox. And then we have in quotes, but maybe not. But maybe not. Oh, and Mackeldon is gloating that panic worked. Yeah, it's true. We had that C in here, and people were objecting to it earlier, but it did turn out to be correct. Not an easy clue answer pair there. Barrel of laughs for panic. Maybe it's just sort of an old-timey phrasing. I don't know. But Jenny Poo and Froggy and Jessica are giving me, or is it? But maybe not. Or is it? Underwater Canuck likes it. I'm happy with that. Okay. Harbor Master data. Okay. Harbor Master. I can sort of infer from this context what a harbor master is, but again, it's not something not a phrase I use. ETAs, estimated time of arrivals. I guess the person in charge of the harbor and the ship's comings and goings would have to know about ETAs. That's my interpretation of this. Fluid ounce fraction. Somehow not on the same wavelength as this puzzle. Everyone else knew chord. Made me feel left out. Fluid ounce fraction. Seems like another kind of rare unit of measure. Blars is like an air traffic controller. I see. But for a harbor, right? Chat is pretty much dried up on 31 down, so maybe I'm not alone. But Janny Poo and Blake are saying minim, a fluid ounce fraction, a minim. Also not. And Cindy Gage likes it. Sweet Georgia Girl likes it. Perv Kumar is saying mints. I don't know. Oh, but Scav points out 43 across should be a themer. Oh, we should have known this. It's going to be symmetric. So Menachem was a themer, so 43 across we should expect to be a theme answer, in which case we already know 4 of its letters. App or main? Oh, I can see this. It's beautiful. Nice. Okay, I should have been on this. Yeah, Scav and Kylie are on it. Blake and Jessica, yeah, and Lucky, all saying menu item. Looking good. So someone said this theme is similar to today's New York Times. It's definitely a spoiler. I haven't solved today's New York Times yet. But are they doing self-reflection over there too? Delish. Mike and Warthog and Toddly Enough. 54 across, no letters, let's go, Jack. Okay, Blake, you know how to bait me. Because I definitely want to do that. Delish. Okay, I'll do it. Let's finish a couple of these hanging threads here, and then we'll look at 54 across with no letters in place, even though it's kind of cheating because we actually have 4 letters in place. Yeah, as Lucky's pointing out. But it makes you feel powerful, doesn't it? Champagne name. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. You guys know your champagne. Scav says, what does that mean? I think it's a brand of champagne, but someone else might know better than I do. Austrian article crossing. You don't mean me. You don't mean me. Yeah, I think Toddly Enough is on. Yeah, and Jessica saying moi. Moi crossing ein, which I think literally means one, but it can also be an article. Ooh, this MTE is a little strange, but Lucky has a good guess without even seeing the clue. Eruptor of 2025. Nice. Yeah, Lucky was ahead of the game on this one, saying Mount Etna. Famous volcano. I don't think I realized it erupted in 2025. Is that for real? Okay. Let's do a couple more up here, and then we'll look into 54 across. Moet is named after champagne maker Claude Moet. Interesting. I definitely didn't know that. This puzzle is teaching me a lot. I'll order that also. I like how colloquial this clue is. Same. Yeah, I'll have what she's having, says Scav, exactly. Point poorly. at 42 across. Now we're crushing this puzzle. I feel like in the beginning it was a rocky road, but since we cracked the theme, I feel like we have the upper hand now. Just a month or so ago it erupted, says John Hendricks, Mount Etna. So Delia Brooks is saying missed. My problem with missed, I think like if you can point poorly and miss, but somehow the tenses don't match up for the clue. Missed is in the past tense, but point poorly is in the present tense. So I think what Dad Not Dude and Pashi are saying makes a little more sense for miss aim. Yeah, Cherry says it seems okay. Same deal with Mrs. I think the clue would be points poorly. There tends to be agreement like that in crossword clues. So Miss Aim seems reasonable. Should we... Okay, let's do 40 down. Royal Navy designation. Okay. Oh, Dad Not Dude says also a theme answer. I don't think... It's funny. It's like, it is self-reflecting kind of me in Spanish or something. It's more my in Spanish. I think that's a coincidence. Yeah, HMS. I think it's kind of like USS, the equivalent for USS introducing a ship. HMS is like His Majesty's ship or Her Majesty's ship, something like that. Okay, Blake, it's time. I want to see 54 across. See if we can get it with no letters in place. How nearly all countries measure. And remember the theme. We were doing self-reflection here. I'm just going to fill that in. How nearly all countries measure. Very nice. Daxamax, Shredder, Rhea, Jilly, everyone's getting it. Yeah, Janny Poo, Kitty Cat, metric system, looking good. Oh, it fits beautifully. Yes. Metric system, perfect. I just want to check 45 across because we filled it in without looking at the clue. Ending, meaning, made of. I see. So this is a suffix, ine. I guess like crystalline is made of crystals. I can deal with that. Molly just followed us. Thank you, Molly. If anyone else is watching and is new here, do consider following us. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time. And it's always a good time. We solve a crossword and we play a game called Hurdle. And you'll never see me again if you don't follow. Blake says this was a good theme. I like it too, Blake. It's kind of simple, but especially with the title of self-reflection, I like thinking about it like a mirror bisecting the grid in the center. James and Delia are saying utmost. Oh, Ol Miss Nana and Cindy Gage just followed us. Thank you so much. Utmost for maximum effort. Yeah, Underwater Canuck and N. Clark and Upperv Kumar like that. Looking great. Band sample. Didn't we have something like... Oh, that was military's band. Okay, so what's this? Band sample. Elon Musk just followed us. I'm assuming the one and only. Jilly says, always a good time. We do have fun, don't we, Jilly? Yes, Shredder, 65 across. We decided we're doing 65 across for hurdle no matter what, unless it's not a legal hurdle opener, in which case we'll default to 62 across. And if that's not legal, then we're going to do it the old-fashioned way of just picking ourselves. Yeah, demo looks good for band sample. This time we're talking actual bands. Produce a demo tape or something like that. Ol Miss Nana sent me a heart. Thanks for that. Add sound effects. Yeah, Plank Boy and John Hendricks and Janny Poo and Daxamax all saying dub. I could deal with that. Jilly says, this is the fastest hour of my day. That's nice. Unless it's a stumper, then that hour seems to... That's a struggle from start to finish. It's a struggle I love. Barely manage with by. Yeah, Delia Brooks and Cindy and James and Warthog saying eek. Yeah, to eke by. Okay. Mando Cousins. Wow, oops. Scrolled by accident. Okay, that looks fine. Mando Cousins atop unexcelled. Interesting. Oh, whoa, we have a revealer. I was not expecting a revealer at 60 down, no less. Pair that the 5 longest answers start and reflected end with. Okay, well, we already figured this out. We didn't even need 60 down. It came out of nowhere. Okay, let's start filling in these letters. Mando Cousins. I think Mando is short for mandolin, and ukes are both stringed instruments. Unexcelled, I guess, is best. No, nobody excels beyond you. And then, of course, me's are being reflected in all the theme answers, as people figured out ages ago. Very good. Certain Siberians at 46 down. Certain Siberians? Jennifer Wood just followed us. Thank you. I'm seeing a lot of question marks in people's answers here, which is never a good sign. And Amy Gal is saying IDK. So if Amy doesn't know, Warthog and Scav and Douglas are saying, is this Totters? I've definitely heard of these people. I don't think I knew they were Siberian. My anthropology is failing me. Oh, Barrel of Laughs. Didn't this already ruin us earlier? Yeah. Okay. This one makes more sense. This was one of our original guesses for 21 down. Yeah. Riot. I feel like they're having a Barrel of Laughs at our expense right now. Okay, Pointless. Rhonda's like, this is the correct answer. Yeah, this is them just self-correcting from 21 down. They're like, oh, we meant Riot all along. Pointless. Yeah, Pasha guessing Idle? Could be. Blake says, I've never heard Panic for Barrel of Laughs, though. It feels on the edge of my awareness that people might say that. But it's definitely not something I would use myself. Verdi Princess. Okay. Yeah, John Hendricks and Scav and Rhea all telling me Aida. This looks good. Aida is both an opera and a musical. And then Pointless, I guess, was Idle. Jerry G says maybe more popular in the UK. He's a Panic. Oh, so Jerry, this is a phrase you might use? Kylie says, I googled if a Panic was a pack of hyenas or something. Lol, it's not. Get moving on top of no great distance. Okay, yeah, Lop is like, let's roll, exactly. Let's get moving, let's roll. We're rolling through this section here. Hair holder. Hair holder. Okay. Tranquilo y Loco is here. Saying step and Beru. Yeah, and N. Clark saying no great distance, just a step. And then I guess a scalp holds your hair. And suddenly we have only one corner left. Thinnest iPods. Thinnest iPods. Do they still make these? Yeah, Lop and Froggy and Mike and Heather are all saying, yeah, Scav's saying RIP iPod. I remember the iPod Nano. They don't make iPods anymore, right? Of any model? Rhonda had a Nano. And everyone seems sad about the fact that they don't make iPods. Plankboy says, why do we always do the last across for hurdle and never the down? There's no real reason, Plank Boy. How about next stream, we'll do the last down in the puzzle. But thank you for reminding me, because this is where we're going to learn a little information about our hurdle opener. Back in fashion shirts. I see, Sweet Georgia Girl and Cindy and Poshy saying tie-dyes. I like that start. We got an S in our hurdle word. We got an E in our backup. Let's keep this up. Break off. Break off. Blar is psyched about hurdle. Oh yeah, more of this. Warthog, Rhonda, CJ saying snap. Yeah, I'm picturing like a Kit Kat bar. Okay. Is it time to just look at 65 across and see what our fate is? Dance or dip? Douglas is quoting the dictionary saying, the comedian was an absolute panic. Something or someone hilariously funny. Yeah, I believe this. I think it's just kind of outdated. Or maybe it's British, as someone was indicating earlier, Jerry. Good, Larry and Lucinda and Mo are saying salsa. I think that's right. Dance or dip? Yeah, salsa is a type of dance. It's also a dip. You know, we could have done better in terms of drawing a hurdle word. I like that it's all common letters, but repeating an S, repeating an A, not ideal. Yeah, Scav's unhappy with it. But the crossword gods have spoken, and that's what we get. DaxMX is so disappointed it isn't jazzy. Mike says better than 2D. That's true. It is better than what we got yesterday, so gotta be thankful for what we have. Between to Racine. Between to Racine. Yeah, I think Sweet Georgia Girl is right on this one. And Jilly and Larry. Entre? I can't pronounce French words at all, but I think it literally means between in French. Got comfy? Got comfy? Yeah, Scav's saying nestle, but the problem is it should be get comfy. The clue is past tense, so the answer must be past tense. And nestled doesn't fit. I think what Sydney's saying is right. Yeah, and Warthog, nested. I guess if you make a little nest for yourself, you're getting comfy. I can accept that. Oh, and Scav giving me very sweet nest emojis. Rat someone out? Okay. All right, here we are. We're in the home stretch. I think we're gonna do this and get our confetti. Ole Miss Nana says tattle. Yeah, to rat someone out is definitely to tattle on them. And what else do we have? Very, very. Next to put down. Okay. Here we go. Yes, CJ and Douglas Filler know about tattling. Blank Boy says Cindy Brady. Yes, a classic tattler. Oh, ever so. I like this answer, Kylie. Yeah, and Warthog. Ever so is very, very. Street map letters. And what's this last one? Hacienda hireling. Okay. But I think people just needed 50 down. I'm seeing people say demean for put down. And I think those crosses are going to check out. Yeah, avenue for street map, and a peon is an hacienda hireling. All right, I see Rhonda already giving me the drum roll. I'm going to put these letters in and hope that we get some confetti. And Amy giving me the drum roll. Nice. Very good job. Pretty quick solve for us today. After a rough start, I enjoyed this crossword. Self-reflecting with you all. Messy problem, me, Menachem. There was a lot of theme material too. Mexican anthem, menu item, and metric system, and all good theme answers as well. Okay, don't go anywhere. We're doing salsa, right? Yeah. I'm pulling up Hurdle right now, and we're opening with salsa. And I think we can make salsa work. Okay. Hopefully you see that, and I'll resize it. That looks pretty good. Okay. If you're not familiar with Hurdle, it is similar to Wordle. We were trying to guess a 5-letter word, and we get some information with each guess. So, for example, this green means that the middle letter is an L. Whatever 5-letter word we're trying to guess, it has an L in this position. But there's no A and no S in the entire word. That's what the gray means. Kurt says salsa for Hurdle. Jack is such a panic. Daxamax wants relic, which is an interesting guess. Let's try relic. We don't have to guess things with an L in the middle. Ooh, okay, I like this. We got another letter, and then we need to find a home for the C. Honestly, they both kind of look weird. I see cello, like Cello, or belch. Ooh, belch is also a good guess, Skev. Yeah, cello or belch. We have room to play, so I'm just gonna go with my first instinct. Welch, would that be a real Hurdle word? Oh wow, it was not cello. I was kind of expecting it to be. So I guess we'll try belch. I don't think we're gonna run out of space here. Jello's cousin, cello, yeah. Flashbacks. All right, belch. That's how we're starting Hurdle today. So that was round 1 out of 5. Ooh, wow, and belch hit a lot. So our second word definitely starts with B-E. Butte. Begin. Bento. A lot of good guesses here. Okay, I'm seeing several people guess begin, so let's try that. Again, we don't have to make our guesses start with BE, because we're sort of tying our own hands here, you know? We could get more information if we tossed in some fillers. Beard is not a bad guess. Yeah, something like fraud, or because we probably need another vowel somewhere. Adore. Stare. Okay, Blake says fraud is a great filler, so let's go with fraud. Okay, we picked up an A, and it's not beach. So it's B-E-A. What is this? Oh, beard? No, it's not beard because of the R. Actually, what is this? Beast? Maybe it's beast. Yeah, what do we think? Shredder says no. Why not beast? Beans? No, it can't be beans because the N in begin is gray. Let's try beast. Sick. Nice. We are beasts. Barbara McDowell's a beast. Great. Okay, I'm feeling good. So, beast hit 2. Patio. Patio's a very nice guess, actually. Ratio, too. Ooh, I'm partial to ratio. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. What? So it was patio? That's crazy. How'd you know it was patio from this board? I don't think it can be anything else at this point. Scab somehow knew that. Scab, you're a panic. Nice. Or catio, says Amy, yeah. I guess it could have been catio. All right, board 4 out of 5. I like all this color. I want to make it to round 5 because that's my favorite round. It's where things get really wild. I think we can do this. My dude just followed us. Thank you very much. We had to do panic for first Hurdle word. What were we thinking? Yeah, that's true. We probably should have done panic. It's too late now. Avoid. That's a very good guess. Oh, perfect guess. Why are we crushing this hurdle so bad? Okay, so this round separates the noobs from the pros. This is we only get 2 of our own guesses on round 5. The first 4 guesses are supplied for us. They are automatically the first 4 answers to the previous rounds. Now we have 2 letters, E and A. We pretty much have no other information. Nora Johnson, thanks for following us. This is going to be hard, I suspect. Weary, yearn. Yeah, this is good. Let's start churning on possibilities. Meanie. Oy. We probably have to guess something with a Y. Meant. Meant is a good guess, except it doesn't. There's no T. Deary. Oy. No, dear. It can't be deary because of avoid. But this is good. Scass's meanie would be IE. So maybe yearn. So what is it? Yearn, weary, and yeah, we're sort of 50-50 on meanie. So we could do, yeah, if it's just yearn or weary, then we have room, but we're not sure about meanie. So maybe we do weary or yearn. Okay, let's try yearn. Hold on. Yeah, this will be good. This will tell us everything we need to know, I think. All right, cross your fingers. Oh boy. Okay. So I guess, okay, this is not so bad. I think it has to be weary, right? There's no other possibility. We know it ends in a Y because there's a Y somewhere. We got the R. And it can't be meanie anymore because there's an R here now, John. And it can't be deary because of the D in avoid. So I think it has to be weary, yeah? Oops, not that. Weary? It can't be deary, Delia, because thankfully this D is gray. All right, here we go. Yes. Oh, well done. Another hurdle in the bag. I love it. I love it. I always have fun doing these puzzles with you guys. Crossword and hurdle in under an hour. I guess that was a fast stream for us. Thank you so much for playing with me. And we stream every single day. So May will be with you tomorrow at noon Eastern time. I'll be back on Tuesday at noon, and so on and so forth. Follow us if you don't already, because it is the best way to keep in touch. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Blake says, any update on the next evening stream? I'm glad you remain interested, Blake. We definitely will be doing, and you'll be the first to know when we decide. It's just not in the books yet. We're still figuring out if TikTok has been nice to us the last few days, but I'm not sure how permanent that is. So we're still working on that. All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Take care.